Happy Tuesday to everybody, man. Good day, yeah. Good day, good morning, man. Welcome again, man, to Nicardo Media House, the morning inside a video. I'm here to talk about, a few player, just two player, yeah. Our famous player, Leon Chippy Bailey, and also a player that, it's, to me, is bringing a little bit more buzz in the ear for me, none other than, Malik, Mothersille, the League One player for Peterborough. I'm looking at that player and, I'm going to get into it, but yeah, I'm just going to talk about those two players today. You understand? You don't know, Leon Bailey have a very crucial knockout round game again. You don't know, yet to get off the mark in the Champions League, man. So, we're going to talk about that as well, but, right after this, we will jump right into the video. This one is just weird. I think, I've been heard, a lot of news in the past about him. I've seen stories about him on different platforms as well that cover reggaeboyz. I never really, tried to get in tune. What drew me attention with Malik Mothersille, it was the game that they played at Goodison Park when it was the big build-up, with Ashley Young, and his son, trying to get on the pitch at the same time, and I remember, I seen, Malik Mothersille, and I'm like, I remember that's the name I've been seeing popped up around on a few different, on YouTube platforms, and I'm like, I'm going to look at him, and from there until then, now I've been paying key attention to this player, and I didn't watch the interview, with what he did a few years back with reggaeboyz commentary with Simon Preston. I buck up on that as well, like probably like a month and a half, 2 months ago. I buck up back on that, buck up on it, not buck up back, but I ran into it, just by looking at some clips, and I saw it, recommend. I'm like, I went and I watched it, and when I heard, the player said, I don't know if it was Simon or the player said it, but his mom, his dad, his grandparents, they're all Jamaican, and further down in the video, he said that, playing for Jamaica, it's a long-term thing, short-term, long-term, I think it's a long-term thing for him, something like that, so it's something that he's been thinking about. I think Simon actually asked him something about the paperwork. Many people have watching this video probably would have seen that video already. It's over there on reggaeboyz commentary with Simon Preston. And it's like, this is 2 years ago, when this interview happened, and it was like his dad is helping him with the paperwork. Mind sharp, this fella is like 21 and he have never represent England at any youth level of what I've seen. I've checked. I don't see anything of him represent, the Three Lions youth teams. I've listened to a couple of podcasts with him where he's talking about, going on different trials, being a player that, ready for that new challenge. So I mean, and I'm looking at the player profile, looking at, his age, looking at his background, looking at, where he's coming from, yet another kid from South Bronx, close to around the Croydon area. I'm like, I think this would be a perfect, profile for Steve McLaren. And I'm saying, if us as a country, looking forward to improve, looking forward to, bluster, get that quality up, fluffy up the squad depth a little bit, with young talents coming through, young UK born player, from South London. If we're not looking for these profile players, understand it's League One, but this kid been playing out of his skin for the last couple of seasons. I think, he have played over 30 games, last season, 6 goals, 5 assists, I think. Somewhere around 33, 36 games. Somewhere right there he played, last season, and this season is excel. You have gone double digits in goal, 13 goals, and 7 assists in our competition. almost close to 50 games already, and the season is not even ended yet. So he's looking for a 50 plus games in this season. So his goals and assists, is right. I think it's 20. So you're looking at probably he's getting he's involved in a goal and assist in probably every 100. Probably on every 150 minutes, every 160 minutes, he's managing to get a goal or assist in a game, so I'm looking at it, man. But look, this kid, he's highly rated with Peterborough. What I've seen, no contract, I've agreed as yet. His contract is running down with someone that said he want to play for the national team, with someone that his dad is a Jamaican, his mom is a Jamaican, and the paperwork started 2 years ago, so I'm figuring 2 years later the paperwork are finished. So what we are waiting on, look, international window is coming up in a few weeks from now. If we're not looking to pick these players, players that the ambition want to play for the national team, young player, very skillful, can play 10, can play on the left wing, can play on the right wing, and it's someone that can come in and challenge Ronaldo Cephas, challenge Norman Campbell, challenge Leon Bailey, challenge Demar Gray. You understand? Different players, another young player as well, like Kyle Dixon. So I'm looking at what we're really waiting on to pick this player, but listen, I think I have some clip, let's watch this fella, some video clip of this fella. Look at his movement, look at his, his off the ball running, in the half space. Just look at this player's skill. So that's Malik. Yeah, that's Malik. And there's another thing as well, that just doing a little bit of research on Malik Mothersille, this kid done a interview on the Peterborough, official. I think, he did a podcast, and we were talking about in 5 to 6 years, he said he will be in around a contender. Somebody, just going to be around. Yeah, you're going to call his name when you're talking about the Ballon d'Or in 5 to 6 years from now. Listen to what this kid have said about the Ballon d'Or.
What we said right at the top is it's the confidence of football. He's obviously thought to himself, right, this is how I'm going to make myself, is I'm going to make everyone believe everything I say. He'll be telling us he's going to win the Ballon d'Or in a minute.
I think I'm sure I've heard him say that.
Yeah, I will win it. I will win it one day, or be in the talks for it one day.
The Ballon d'Or.
The Ballon d'Or. Give me.
You need to say that more confidently, because
all 5 years. In the next 5 years, I will be in the Ballon d'Or talks.
Next, how many years?
5 years.
5 years of that. So you will be 26.
26. I'll be in Ballon d'Or talks.
Yeah.
Remember, I said it.
Said it here.
So just listen, to that kid, speaking, he's very ambitious. He could see that where he want to be in 5 to 6 years from now. We can't wait until 5 to 6 years. It would be, a joyful moment to see this kid in the next window. As again, probably paperwork must be finished already if it started 2 years ago. So I'm just saying, man, 5 to 6 years from now, this kid want to be in the contention enough talking about his name like they're doing it more so about Ballon d'Or winning. So so look at the trajectory of this kid is looking already. But again, playing in League One, I think he is playing in a league where he can go a little bit higher. We can't wait until Championship club come calling, as I think it's going to be a tough task for Peterborough to extend or to sign a new deal with him. I think Championship club is already looking at him. So Steve McLaren, the reggaeboyz, the JFF fraternity, man, if you guys haven't even thinking about picking Malik Mothersille in this window coming up, I think you guys should reach out your decisions on whoever should be picked. But very good player, 21. Look at how he's playing. He's a very, very highly rated player in League One. One of the best players in League One. You have helped Peterborough, to beat Wrexham in I think it's an AFL Cup trophy. They're going to play they're going to play in the final. I think they're going to look into, to defend their title. Is already have that winning ways about him. He won, a trophy last season for this club. So, so I'm just, saying, man, come in, hurry up and pick Malik Mothersille, and I'm very happy about this player. I wanted to talk about him, for a long time, but, because I just started to watch him in a short space of time. I just want to grab enough, eyewitness test that I think the first 2 games that I've saw him, the first 2 games that I've saw, I'm like, whoa, whoa, this kid will fit the Jamaican profile, so that's it, with Malik Mothersille, I'm looking, forward for him, and I'm going to, from now on, I'm going to start to do a lot of video about him because he's very excited. He's a very excited kid, he have a very, very big potential about him, so he have a long way to go, but the trajectory for him, I think, the potential that he's showing, he has Premier League quality, if he continue to work hard and work on his craft, you understand? But we're going to move on to our prominent one, Leon Chippy Bailey. As, Leon Chippy Bailey will play, I don't know if he will play, but I mean, a lot of people probably would say, hey, say what they want to say in the comment section, but I think Leon Bailey haven't played a knockout round, tie in the UEFA Champions League since his first season at Bayer Leverkusen, when he joined up with the team in January and they played Atletico Madrid in March, in the round of 16 game where they lost that game. Leon Bailey featured in two of the tie, the 2-legged game. They are featured in both games. I'm looking at it now. He's going to play a Belgium team. A team that he played against in November, just before he went off, to international duty for play against the US. He played against Club Brugge, he have played 90 minutes. Club Brugge, this is his 6th. This is Leon Bailey's 6 appearances versus Club Brugge. Back in his time, it is 2 season, that he is 1.5 season that he has spent in Belgium Pro League. He haven't scored, he haven't assist against Club Brugge, and this is going to be a haunted ground for him. This is the only top team in Belgium that Leon Bailey, this ground, he have never scored at this ground before, and it's going to be a very, very good time. But Leon Bailey is having a bizarre, abysmal, Champions League season so far. I'll give you some stats. You have played 6 games. You have started 5 out of them. You have played 421 minutes in the UEFA Champions League. You have only had 19 touches in the opposition box. He's had 5 successful dribbles and 2 shots on target that's very poor with Leon Bailey standard. We need more, as a reggae boy fan. We need more, but when you go back, to even back in his days when you will say, but then was it real Leon Bailey? I remember even that season, his second season, for gang, he helped that team, in the qualification round in the Europa League, where he played 6 games in that phase. I think it was the quarterfinal, semi-final, and final. That was just the preliminary rounds to get into the group stage of the Europa League. And Leon Bailey have played 6 games, 2 goals and 3 assists. He have helped his team, that's 5 goals involvement in 6 games, to help KRC get into the group stage of the Europa League. And even when you go back, to what happened in the UEFA, in the Conference League, in another section of the European tournament, in a knockout round, win, lose or draw, if you lose, you win, you advance to the next round. Aston Villa went to the semi-final versus Olympiacos, during that phase in the knockout round. Leon Bailey have played all the games, in the quarterfinal. I think it was in the quarterfinals and semi-finals, or in the round of 16, quarterfinals, and then semi-finals. And he have won. And Leon Bailey, let me give it to you guys right here. Where he had 1 goal and 2 assists, in the build-up of last year, Europa Conference League. So he have played a little bit better when it comes on to knockout round. But look, Leon Bailey is yet to score a goal in the UEFA Champions League play. You understand? He have played 6 games in the UEFA Champions League so far. He have started 5 of those and 421 minutes, and he have played 2 games previously, back in 2016, 2017, I think, when he signed up for Leverkusen in January of 2017, I think, so he's not have enough, that you will say that amount of game in the UEFA Champions League, but you have a lot of experience playing in all 3 competitions, the conference, the Europa League, and now in the Champions League. But we need to see Leon Bailey to start to do things in this round. This is where you can probably get back your name amongst the Villa fans lips. Every time when his name is on the Villa fans lips, it's always they don't know what is wrong with this fella. He's always falling over on his own dribble. If he want to win back the fans of what he done last season, want them to get back that trust, and win back is I would say is probably still that main stake in that starting lineup in a lot of the games. But with the likes of Asienso, with somebody that won the Champions League 3 times, with somebody that have the experience, with someone like Marcus Rashford with a little bit of experience, in the Champions League, you will say Unai Emery might favor the reggae boy to sit on the bench coming in this game later today, but if he can get the start against Club Brugge, in Belgium, he must prove to the Club Brugge fan of what they, he should have done, probably a little earlier in his career when he was at KRC Gang. So a big performance is imminent for Leon Bailey at this stage. You understand? If he want to be that main figure, if he want to be that real stakeholder in this Villa starting lineup, or amongst Unai Emery, and a more consistent base. You have played on the weekend, in the FA Cup at the on the weekend, last week Friday, in the FA Cup, so you say he's fully rested. So have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday is the game, which is today, so you have a lot of rest, but we're looking forward to see our own Leon Chippy Bailey, to see what he can bring to the show. I'm really excited to see if he get the start. He needs to do something on this stage. This is a knockout round. This is Club Brugge. This is Club Brugge. Help Aston Villa, to prevail to the next round, just like how you did, I think when they played Lille in that first knockout round games of the Conference League last season. So he needs to do as what he has probably do twice as much as he have done last season in the UEFA Conference League. Just 1 goal, 2 assists. If he can get 1 goal, 2 assists from now this round in the UEFA Champions League until probably the semi-final, that would be a very good job, with him. The Villa fans will say, all right, this is the Leon Bailey that we're looking forward to, to perform back again. But I mean, that's it, with this video. Thanks for watching. This is Nicardo Media House. Looking forward to see if Leon Chippy Bailey can actually do something in the Champions League. You understand? Remember Leon Bailey, yeah, the old Leon Bailey back then. I think he had like 7 appearances and like 7 goals in the group stage of the Europa League when Manchester United won it. That when I was telling you earlier that when he played 6 games, 5 goals involvement to get them through that preliminary round. So he have scored 7 goals in knockout round. So I've got goal of the tournament. So he have been known to step up in in the big stage of the UEFA Champion, not UEFA Champion League, but in European ties overall. So yeah, hopefully Leon Bailey can do something really good. We're looking forward to see what he will bring to the show, if he's coming off the bench or if he's going to get that trust again. If he get that trust again later, a couple hours from now, yeah, if you're watching this video before the Aston Villa game and Club Brugge kick off, he should do something on the pitch, bring back that flair of that old Leon Chippy Bailey. I'm out. This is Nicardo Media House. Thanks for watching. Yeah, the Morning Insider. See you guys tomorrow with a very, very interesting one. I'm out. Salute.